Hello everybody, it is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie back again with another video, and I am heading home from work and just thought I would continue to talk about reparations, but not in the way of negativity, in the way of positivity, in terms of possibilities, endless possibilities of what could possibly happen should Black Americans or even us Jamaicans get reparations for what has happened to our ancestors during the time of enslavement. I have a question that's been edging at the front of my mind, and I really want to get a lot of people's thoughts on it. So please, I'm truly asking you to comment in the comment section about this question. My main question is this: do you honestly believe that if we start to progress in a positive direction as a community, like we're starting to build and own our own businesses and nobody's troubling us, we're starting to own homes, we're starting to own land, we're starting to produce everything for ourselves, all right? Do you honestly think that as a progressing Black community that we would promote people like Sexy Red in our music anymore? My answer is no, because we've seen that these types of people are in a state of decay, and what they do is promote a state of decay and degeneracy to the generations. Yeah, I don't want to say degeneracy and degenerate at the same time. So, my honest thoughts are that if we get to a state of, very much so, we are coming together as a community, we're building, we're owning stuff, we're owning things like our own music again, we're producing our own music, we're publishing our own music. We don't need any race or ethnicity for anything. Do you honestly, really and truly believe that those people who sing in the degenerate way that they sing, do you think they would allow them to be amongst us? Do you think their music would be promoted? Like I said before, my honest answer is no. Because us always complaining that these are the people that are constantly, helping the state of decay, helping the state of how everybody else treats us. Why would we, as a thriving community, have these people amongst us? It just wouldn't work out, right? It wouldn't work out. You see, even those men in dresses who are rapping like they're thugs, but they're wearing dresses, to me that's highly suspicious. You're rapping about shooting people, but you're wearing a dress. You're wearing a long pink dress. You're wearing a long dress, and you're a thug. Oh my goodness. So, do you honestly believe that if we should get to a state by which we are really and truly thriving in a positive way, that we would promote this type of music amongst ourselves? And I remember now, I said that we own all our music now. We own all the studios and stuff like that. So now we have the choice. Now we have the choice of if we're going to be basically publishing those music, putting it out there, promoting it, and etc. So my question is to you people: do you really and truly believe that when we get to that state where we're way better off, that we're going to allow these people to come in our community and bring it back to a state of decay? Right? That's number one. Number two, as I've said before, and I've made many videos on this, and people ask me all the time, I got into a fight with this guy online, a keyboard warrior, and I was a keyboard warrior at the time, right? He asked me, what solutions do I, offer to the community? What solutions would I, suggest? And I said it before. I said, really and truly, if we reach a state where we're thriving, we have to have a zero tolerance for some people. This whole thing of baby mama, baby daddy nah, No, 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 no. None of that. None of that in our community. We will hold the fathers and the mothers completely responsible for that child. You understand? Especially, we don't care about them not liking each other. We don't care about that. You, both of you, have to get it together. You understand? Both of you have to behave yourselves. Both of you have to do everything we tell you to do, or you cannot participate in our community. If you want to live in a state of degradation, you can't live amongst us. Go and live amongst the ethnicities that would accept that type of behavior. But we don't want it. You understand? It sounds harsh, but a lot of people can't be allowed to live amongst us. They're only going to bring us back into a state of decay. They're going to bring us back into a state of decay. You understand? They have to live amongst the people that accept them. We cannot continue to accept those types of things. We can't continue to accept thugs and thuggery in our community. We can't continue to accept gangbangers on the corner where you have mothers and fathers who have little girls that are afraid for that little girl to come home after school because they're afraid that that little girl might be taken by those men. You can't live amongst people that basically you're also afraid that they're going to try and enlist your son into their gangs. No. And I am going to be totally clear about this. Those types of men we cannot reason with them. They just have to be, I'm sorry. Those types of men, when it comes to progressing and thriving the black community, they don't want to change. There's a type of lifestyle that they want to live, and it's a destructive lifestyle not only to themselves but to others around them. And I and many others that I know don't want to give those people a chance because they don't want a chance. A lot of people talk about how if it was there and blah 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 blah. No, they don't want a chance. Trust me. I'm not about to reason with those type of people. Once we start thriving, they have to go. They have to go. They either have to go do what they're doing in the other ethnicities and stuff like that with them who will accept them, but they can't stay amongst us because they're not one of us. People always say it all the time, all skin folk ain't kin folk. So we can't accept people just because them have the same skin color. If they don't have the same mindset, we shouldn't be accepting them. There's a difference between when people have a difference of opinions and a different mindset and a different culture. There are people who live, they frantically wake up and listen to only death in music. Death and destruction. That's all they live. No, you can't live around people like that. You know, and it sounds harsh, and it sounds but listen, man, that's the way how I see it. I mean, everybody can have a different of opinions, but I'm being honest with you. Rappers that basically decay our society, I don't even want to give them a chance either, because they know what they're doing. They know that they're nasty. I'm being honest. I'm being straight up with you, man. Like, what kind of rap is like I don't know who basically gave this person like a record deal. Like, who does that? You can tell that this person who put that person out there is really trying to make us look bad. You understand? None of the lyrics, it's not funny. It's not lyrical. It just sounds nasty. You understand? All I thought about when she said those lyrics is that all I thought about was poop. And then when I look at her, she just looks nasty. She looks like garbage. And I'm being honest about that. She literally looks like garbage. You understand? I don't care what people say about her. Oh, she makes more money than you. Making more money than me does not make you a better person than me. It does not. I could be the poorest person alive and still have more integrity than you. It still would not matter. I still would have more integrity than you. It's literally time that we stop, allowing these people to constantly degrade our community and our people. You understand? When the time comes, they can't live amongst us. Let them have their money and let them go live somewhere else. They can't live in our communities either. No, we're not selling no houses to you for you to come in our communities and bring your personality and your friends and your family, everybody that's like you, with you. No, I don't think so. There's a reason why when Israel was going through all the nations, and that's where I am now. I'm still in Deuteronomy, basically reading, right? I'm at the part where they're dividing up the lands. But watch this. Watch this. There is a reason why Israel is told to wipe out these other nations. There's a reason why Israel is told to completely wipe out these other opposing nations. And the reason why you have to wipe them out completely, you have to wipe the slate complete with them, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people don't understand, right? But the seed of a man basically carries all his sins into the child. That is why a lot of children, it is very difficult to break the curses of their fathers. And I spoke about this before with my father's curse upon me, where I was constantly sleeping around with a lot of women at one point in time. And I give thanks to the Most High that I didn't catch any diseases, right? And I didn't have any child out of wedlock because I wasn't even wearing protection. You understand? So the seed of the father carries all his sins onto the child. And eventually, if the child does not break those curses, that child will become the spitting image of their father, girl or boy. Second, did you know, and this is what my wife informed me of, right? Did you know that a man's DNA, a man's semen, has been found in women's bones? Again, let me repeat that. Did you know that a man's DNA has been found in women's bones? So this shows you how true the Holy Scriptures are when it says that the two shall become one flesh. This is why a lot of people keep saying to women, stop sleeping around, because you are basically taking in the DNA of men and you're acting like the men that you take the DNA of inside of you, because it's actually true. And now we're finding out all this information about it. So that's why you have to clean the slate completely. That's why the Most High, basically, when he took Israel throughout the desert, throughout the kingdoms and things like that, you have to wipe the slate completely clean. So that's why I'm saying that when we build a thriving community, these people cannot be allowed to live amongst us. Them, nor their seed, nor their relatives. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said before, Jamaicans have a saying, sorry for Maga dog, and Maga dog turn around and bite you. Meaning, I told you the explanation to that already. You understand? This is the Hebrew Jamaican Kool-Aid, and that was one of the possibilities of how we could, build if we were to receive reparations. Enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out.